There's no 100% lockdown just yet. Just cleanse, but it is Leona.
Okay, both of these picks are quite strong.
There's a lot of talk here with Guma, so it looks like KIA is going to be playing the Ashe.
Yeah, it does look like that is going to be the case. Might be like, or?
No, KIA started talking. Yep, it's going to be the Renata Glask.
The timings are going to have to be hit really well with this Corki.
This is going to be a fun one. I feel like both teams got some power picks. Let's see how it goes on the Rift for game number 1. I say a lot of us. I think it was like 4 of us predicted DK to actually take this victory, and then everybody else did go for T1, which should amount to about 6 people. Well, it's a very common trade.
Well, the Gatling gun does expire, and Showmaker will get his resistances back, and see if Faker can make anything more out of this. Just press the attack for Showmaker as well.
He's getting pretty low, but Faker is going to explode. That's just first blood. Showmaker just going to kill him at 1 minute and 45 seconds into the game.
The footwork triggers the second time there, but it's not enough damage. And that's not what you want to see for T1 here in this early game. No two ways about it.
Yeah. I mean, that just... this is pretty rough. That's going to be the cleanse out of aiming early, though. KIA going for the handshake pretty early on.
A little bit of damage.
A bit more minion damage, right? That might have been the big difference. But I think the issue is that Showmaker's not taking minion damage. So, you know, he's like half an auto away from dying, as, by the way, owner is spotted here. And will have to back away, kind of on an awkward back timing. And, okay, it looks like they do know now as there's a ward. Lucid also coming on over, wanting to make sure that they don't give this Drake away for free. There is some nice bot lane prio to the side of T1. Just with the range support matchup into the Leona, they were able to push that in early on.
Yeah.
But they're not able to utilize it to actually get this dragon just yet.
And we are potentially going to have some fireworks here.
Yeah, Faker's going in there. He's going to get the jump in from Showmaker and ult away as well. So essentially just a trade. But at the end of the day, it doesn't look like DK want to commit to a fight on the Drake. So they just back away, take the trade in mid, and now he's going to go up to the grubs. As we saw a short trade in the top side. Looks like Zeus is winning that matchup as well.
Gonna see some attempted deny here, but it will be punished.
Yeah, looks like T1 want to go for the fight, but the equalizer already online here. It doesn't really hit anyone except Kellen, but now Kellen is absolutely isolated. But you do see that Zeus and the rest of T1 will back away, as they do not elect to fight after Kellen got super low. And will they have the damage to burst him down is really the question before Kingen can flash away.
Text Drinker.
He's going to go in with the stun. There's the equalizer, immediately flash away. But now we got a 2v2 on the bottom side. Guma getting very, very low as Lucid is coming in here. Kingen does go down in the top lane, but Guma in a bit of trouble. Might have to flash away from this one. Flash in from the side of Lucid, and he will pick up the kill onto Guma. Gets there on time in the bottom lane to trade kills for the team. The 1v1, it looks fine, but besides that, not so much. Owner is going to show his face as we do have this. Aiming's in a lot of trouble, actually. He's just dead. He doesn't have cleanse. He just is going to get stunned up by the Ashe Arrow. It's Ash Sejuani, and he just gets 100 to 0. Yeah, Kingen not pulling the trigger on the TP. Not wanting to join up just yet. And T1 taking some pot shots here at this mid turret, but for now, it's not really much. And now no flash here for Zeus. He's just dead. He's just isolated on the top of the map. Kellen once again. It definitely is. It felt like T1 were like edging into the lead, but now DK are edging back into the lead. And, you know, Lucid, he got the 1 kill, but obviously what this Nidalee offers you is just incredible farm leads as well. I mean, he's so fed right now. He has the Lich Bane. They're looking for Zeus, I think, although it's taking quite a while to actually go for this, as now we're going to go for it. The spear coming out of the jungle, and still no flash available for Zeus, as that spear won't land, but it doesn't matter. They got what they came for.
Man, they're just camping him now.
That ward in the lane that you mentioned, that was really the big one. So now, aiming? Is he safe? I guess he is. Okay, he's just going to take that into the turret. And now they're engaging. Kellen going back in, maybe a little bit too deep this time around. Going to eat the arrow, but he's still alive. The follow-up, not quite there from T1 just yet. Kellen gets out alive as equalizer going to be dropped down. Kellen, perhaps I spoke too soon. He's going to burn down as Zeus will at least be able to trade that kill back, and that should be a Dragon here for T1.
Leona, it's really difficult to contest. Kingen wants to do it, the owner's low.
Yeah, they want to fight this. I mean, Owner, with
Ocean
how low
Rift.
he is, they don't seem to know he's in the bush, and now TP's coming in. As Showmaker getting back, trying to isolate and assassinate the jungler, and now everybody doesn't have a frontline. Zeus is going super deep for the kill, but everybody else is just on the run as King in this very scary Aatrox will push them off the drain.
Minus a dragon.
And look at this. Kellen, is it personal? Like, what's going on here? We're just bullying Zeus, and they might as well. I mean, again, he doesn't have flash in this situation. He used it in the last fight, and that's just another kill onto the Rumble. And that does mean that T1, though, are going to look for their own push in the top lane.
And there's no teleport for Showmaker to come back to defend.
Uh-oh, King in a lot of trouble here. They have way too much CC, and yep, he's just going to go down, so T1 able to trade it back. Can they actually get into this pit? Kellen's going over as Equalizer comes down, but now Owner denied access to the pit. He will not get in, and the Baron goes the way of DK. Guma just dies. Not sure how that happened. And DK are just getting bonus kills across the map. Yeah, Kellen did have to sacrifice, but it is a big win.
So get ripped through these health bars with multiple members here. The Sejuani just isn't going to feel all that tanky with an LDR on this Tristana at 22 minutes.
Figures this up here in the top lane. He does not have flash, and he is trying to take down Kellen, but I can tell you he will not. As down he will go. Showmaker going to get his 5th kill of this first game.
But what she really needs to do in this game now is set up an arrow maybe into Owner getting somebody, into them getting a pick with Equalizer, because in the 5v5, I don't think you win these for now.
All right, they're trying to go on to the Leona once again, but yeah, he is going to go down. A bit of damage is traded back.
That's the kind of pick I'm talking about. At least you got something.
They did get Kellen, who has been really good in this game, but he does Hex Flash in, throw a Solar Flare into the wind. I mean, I guess it did kind of hit Guma, but that was about it, and then he does get punished for that. So now, DK still sticking around in a 4v5, and they don't seem to care. They seem confident to take these fights.
Okay, Zeus with no ult, but he's going on to aiming.
Yeah, aiming's getting in there. He is in a lot of trouble. Okay, really nice ult here from Showmaker to help him out. And the poke is still coming out from the side of DK to push them back. And yeah, T1, essentially they just have to kind of turtle up in this red buff jungle. That's really the only way to get in, as now trying to catch Lucid. They may have just done it. Yes, they did. They put their CC to use. He doesn't have a QSS. And now Guma getting in there. He's got the damage items. He takes out Kellen. And a chance here. Guma.
Kingen's flanking.
Woo. The shield comes in from the Renata Glass. Kingen? Okay, I don't know why this keeps happening to Aatrox. He's dead. Not sure what is going on in this game.
Just like that, T1's back in it, baby! Showmaker and Aiming have something to say about this. It's not a freebie, but with this TP coming through, it's just so hard for Dplus to contest. Their jungler's dead for 5. T1 are back in the game.
Yeah, they absolutely are. And that's going to be the Baron. That does go down to T1.
Make a call like that out of desperation.
Now, while they're trying to clear the waves here, as a lot of committal onto Kellen once again. Lucid wants to take the 1v1 versus Baker, and it might have baited him into it. Showmaker going over the top, but the bailout comes out. It doesn't matter, though, because the Zeri picks up a double kill in mid, and now they are on the chase, and they can chase so quickly. They're not going to be able to close the gap just yet, but Aiming will, as he is Zeri. Going to try to slow down Keria here, as they do have the Leona over the wall as well. Keria definitely going to be sent to the fishes and will eventually die. And it does look like DK should be able to take this Ocean Drake as well.
Aiming's like, come on, I swear to God, if you ignite him, I swear to God. All right, so now the Soul Point is going to come over. Do not ignite him.
Okay, I'm backing.
Do not touch
I won't touch him.
Do not touch my gold. Self-bailout.
I am the Gold King. You are not the Gold King.
Larger than life.
Here we go again. Kingen going to be caught out, but this time he's got some help, and Zeus will be able to get the kill. But it will be also Kingen getting back on the board. And they didn't have 100% vision on where everybody else was. Kingen is moving up towards the top side to push this wave in. It looks like DK as a team just really want to pressure all the lanes. And now they're going to find Baker. He still doesn't have his flash, and he is going to die again.
And there's no way that T1 could do anything about this either, because they don't have control of the Baron pit. They don't have control of top. They backed away. T1 going to have to be decisive. Keria lost his Celestial opposition. I think he's got it back now, but someone has to engage, and it's probably going to have to be Owner and Guma. But they've got QSSs.
Oh, yeah, you can see Owners just getting zoned away, but now they're trying to turn on to Kellen. He's all alone. They immediately burst him down. So much for the tanky Leona.
And they're backing away. The Baron's going to reset.
Posturing around here, resetting vision.
Don't forget, too, Showmaker can like TP to the base as well. Like they have these waves pushing, so if you do heavily commit as T1, you might lose more than an inhibitor for it with this Fed Tristana who's not showing on the map. Aiming's just trying to buy time.
I mean,
okay, I don't know.
He's so deep, and now we have a TP coming in. And Aiming, yes, he is going to QSS. He is trying to fight here against Faker, but he goes down immediately. Now KIA getting super low fake. Showmaker going to be isolated. Down he goes. And I guess Aiming just assumed Kingen could get there on time and they could turn this around, but the case was not to be made.
I thought he was just going up so Showmaker could TP to the bottom wave or something. I don't know about this, but this is a disaster.
I don't think these two alone can kill Kingen, actually. They need an AD carry. Kingen on full health, and Guma is eventually coming over, and that'll get the job done, right? Yeah.
I was going to say, I have good news for you about this. He is coming.
And they are going to send a TP down on the bottom side. There's only 50 seconds here on the Baron buff, as Faker did go back and pick up a GA. Here comes the arrow, not going to hit anything, as that is a Zeri. As now Kellen going to get in front of that one, and now he's in a bit of trouble. Pretty tanky on the Leona, but not tanky enough. Down he will go. And even Aiming took a bunch of damage from that equalizer. So Zeus, this Rumble, this Fed Rumble, a big pressure point in this game. And T1, they open up the base.
Kingen's also just trying to buy time, but he may very well be dead. He gets away from the handshake. Just trying to buy time. Kellen's up in 30, but man, this push is real. Baron's still up for 15 seconds here.
Well, they're going to prevent that back, and that means it's a 4v3 with the support going out. And yes, Aiming is very scary. The ult comes out, and immediately T1 are going to back away from that one. They don't have Baron buff anymore.
Have to TP, but the timing of this, I mean, they could rush it down so quickly.
Yeah, there's just no way. And DK, they just got to back out of this one. But now Kellen, he's slowed forever, and the equalizer big once again, but that's on a 280 carries with a lot of peel. And now Kellen, he's not going to get whipped there. Flailed by the Sejuani.
Baker got hit by a spear, but he's got that Ocean Soul cranking. His health back so quick.
He's got a Renata right there as well. The flash goes in, and immediately, oh! Down goes Zeus so quickly in trade of Kellen. And DK will take that, although Aiming and Showmaker are both very low.
Yeah, they have to get back into the fountain, which means this inhibitor is going down no matter what. Bruised Nexus turret, and they're trying to push onto Kingen, who's TP'd for the flank.
Kingen, what's going on in this game, my guy? He's just been everywhere, man. He's just all over the map, and now he's trying to trade on a Faker. Very nice flash away from Faker as Kingen tried to flash on top of him. That will be the Aatrox going down.
Shaky call. T1 were already on the retreat, and even though Kingen is a big Aatrox, he went Randuin's, and it's buffed, or rather reworked Aatrox. We have changed.
And then they were right there, and they just TP'd on him. I don't know. It's weird. As now, speaking of which, Owner. And he's just going to go in on that one. Showmaker going to get CC'd up once again as he's in a bit of trouble. The Renata ult comes in, and that frontline Aiming is just burning down. Down will go Kellen, down will go Aiming. And it looks like T1 have finally done it, but Showmaker still alive. I don't think he's going to be able to hold on to this base all by his lonesome with Lucid. In goes Faker. Okay. Nice amount of damage done once again by Showmaker, but there's just too many guys here on the side of T1.
I think T1's done it. Valdez, the comeback was real. It wasn't easy, it wasn't clean, but the resilience, you can absolutely feel it. But I would not want to be a D+ player or a D+ coach in that booth right now. With the lead they had, it seemed unlosable. But so many CC setups between Owner and Guma, and they get it done in the end.